Alright, so we're gonna do the PC conference now. You woke me up for this? Yes, you did. PC time! Ooh! You know, I should have this in the background. There we go. Then, okay, then that looks awesome! Alright, well, anyway, so we're gonna do the PC conference show, sponsored by Epic Games. Some people are not even covering this, because they feel it's like, whatever. You said you were streaming all of that, but I didn't stream the VR show. Well, it was so realistic and so gaming 2.0 that your tiny noob hands and eyes could not see the stream. Neither could I, because I fell asleep. Anyway, I'm sorry, you missed me doing. I apologize. I did everything else except the VR thing, so you didn't miss much with the VR stuff. Okay, well, you know. Anyway, welcome back to the Hot Wheels Gaming PC show. Dance off. Today's contestants is me, Gabe Newell, Cowboy Curtis, and finally me again with a mustache. Alright, but who will win? Dance off. Okay, let's take this seriously. I don't know what's offered on this PC gaming show, but undoubtedly it'll be like every year. It's hardware and it's you know, some games coming up and stuff like that. So it's not super exciting, but we're gonna see what it is anyway. I'm not particularly super interested in what they did. I mean, Bethesda last night when they did Doom Eternal really for me was the woo. You know, that really got me excited. And really, after this, we got Square Enix. And then we also got Ubisoft. And after that, we have Nintendo tomorrow. So, still got a lot of stuff cut out for me here to cover. So, you said all of you three you missed the VR stuff. Well, I'm sorry. I'll cover the VR stuff in post, okay? It'll be me going around with my phone in the forest, and I just put some games on trees with some tape, and I'm like, oh guys, look, VR introducing PC2 from the makers of Air. Got your piano with you? Nah, I didn't even bring the piano this time because I actually slept in so long today. I'm not even kidding about this. This E3 stuff always, like, obliterates my sleep schedule. So I actually was sleeping. And then I rolled out of bed. I knocked over, like, all my furniture. I said, no, I have to stream! You know. And I went, ugh! And I did a cartwheel. I did a whole backflip into my seat. And I went, shh. Alright, gamers. Okay. And last night when we saw Devolver, I was gonna say, Carry On. Carry On, I seriously, out of all the E3 things, I just really got excited for. So, you know, but that thing was so short, the Devolver thing, that I feel like that was barely, like, and I was so tired for Devolver. You know, usually, like, Devolver and I don't see eye to eye, but I didn't want to, like, spit on them and be like, I don't like them at all. It was more, I was just so tired and I was just staring at it like, guys, there's no jokes in me, there's nothing. I'm just so fucking exhausted, because you gotta remember, I did Microsoft, I followed that up immediately with Resident Evil 5, and then I saw Todd Howard, so I was just like, I'm just staring at the screen like, I'm fucking done. So, yeah, I was just really, really, really tired. But, you know, I know some people get kind of, like, a little upset the fact that I don't like Devolver streams that much. And some people say, like, well, it's just your kind of humor. And I guess it is, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know why Devolver and I don't get along. But I still love what they do. They publish great games, and two games that I really got interested in was The Messenger and Carry On. That looked really good. So, yeah. Anyway. Guys, oh my god. Oh my god. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Oh, I didn't have the audio on.
This is the PC Gaming Show, a celebration of the most vibrant gaming platform.
Did I do this voice?
You'll see all new gameplay footage, trailers, and interviews.
My God!
Taking the stage today are first gameplay footage for Vampire the Masquerade.
Is this the Darkest Dungeon guy?
Borderlands 3. The reveal of Evil Genius 2. Starmancer. Last Oasis. 2 new games from Coffee Stain Studios. Griftlands. Planet Zoo.
Whoa, what do you mean Planet Zoo? What?
Remnant from the Ashes. Mosaic.
What?
Warframe.
Hey.
Baldur's Gate 3.
What do you mean Planet Zoo? I had no idea.
Shenmue 3.
What?
Planetfall, and more. And now your PC
Wake me
gaming
up.
show hosts. Day 9
Wake me up right now.
Frankie Ward.
It's like a jolt of electricity right up my ass.
Good morning, good morning. Yes, ladies
What
and
the
gentlemen,
fuck?
welcome to the
Shenmue's
PC
on
Gaming
here?
Show. Yeah, yes.
Oh my God.
We're so happy you're here today. We have a great show for you lined up. We got 30 games that we're going to be showing off. 30. Some of them will be updates to existing franchises and titles. Others will be exclusive world first looks. Y'all ready?
No.
Well, I first want to thank our sponsors for helping make this event possible. Without their support, this event would not happen each year. So thank you so much. Thanks to you for coming out. It's 10 a.m. in Los Angeles. Happy Monday, everyone.
Where's Mountain Dew?
Best day of the week.
Where's Mountain
Hello,
Dew?
all of you up in the balcony. And of course, thanks to you tuning in live.
Me?
From all over the internet.
Well,
YouTube,
thank you so
Twitch,
much,
Twitter,
man.
Facebook, wherever you're tuning in from, welcome. We're happy to have you. My name is Day 9. I'm one of your hosts for this event. Joining me is the fantastic Frankie Ward.
Hello! Oh, thank you very much. Thank
Talk
you,
to
Sean.
us.
Hello, everyone.
Well, I'm talking right now.
For you guys at home, for the first time, whatever platform you're watching on, we are going to be pulling your clever comments.
This accent makes me feel like I'm about to watch like
Just
Robot
remember
Wars from the
and take
UK.
Clever comments from Twitch, Twitter, YouTube,
Robot
and
Wars.
Facebook throughout the show, making you famous on the internet, on the screen. We're going to be sharing them live. And one of the things we're especially looking for are your questions for the Borderlands 3 team, because Sean, you've got a mission to put their questions to the developers later.
That's right. Midway through this show, I'm going to be asking those questions to the creative director of Borderlands 3.
Whenever people
Use
wear these
hashtag PC Gaming
suits,
Show,
they always look like the
and we'll
devil.
read 'em live.
You know what I mean?
Until then, let's start the PC Gaming Show with our very first title from UK developer Rebellion. Several years ago, they announced that they were working on the follow-up to Evil Genius, a real-time evil layer simulator.
And
Evil
now,
Genius was a great game, by the
Rebellion
way,
is
so-
ready to reveal its nefarious vision for the project. So, PC Gaming Show, who's ready to stroke a cat menacingly? Here is the world exclusive reveal for Evil Genius 2 World Domination.
Yes, I gotta be honest. When the PC conference stuff is kind of small like this, I dislike it less. This sounds kind of weird, but it feels like, we just threw something together. I like that attitude. It doesn't feel like a giant fucking cult where everybody's going, yeah, ooh, hashtag hype. I'm like, fucking just sit around and clap if you want. Zombocom. I really should stream the original, actually, because Evil Genius is a great game. I have played it off stream, so. You guys ever look at a world map in video games and notice if your country's, like, represented accurately, geographically? Like, sometimes I look at Sweden and it's just, like, wrong. Like, they didn't do it right. Nito.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is the successor to one of the most beloved RPGs ever.
Nani?
And with me to
What?
talk about it, I have Brian Mitsoda and Cara Ellison from Hardsuit Labs. Now,
Yeah.
Brian, you were a writer on the very first game, so what does it mean for you to finally get to work on the sequel?
Well, I like to drink the blood, haha.
High expectations, and we have to meet those.
Well, let's take a look at whether you are going to meet them, because we are going to take a look at the world's first gameplay footage.
That was a Morrowind sound. That was the Morrowind teleport sound.
I guess I have to be the one to tell you. You're dead.
Okay, well, bye guys.
You're obviously new to this whole existence, but truth is, most of you types won't even make it a whole year. We have one rule. You don't break the masquerade.
I'm just curious. Do you think this version of the game, or rather the sequel here, is going to be as much of a broken mess as the original was, and people have to fix it?
City. We're all fighting over scraps here.
Doesn't look like it, but probably, yeah, maybe.
First day of the rest of your death. Having fun yet?
So many people want me to continue my 7 Days of Spooky Games Vampire the Masquerade playthrough, and who knows? Who knows? Never say never. That game is a lot of fun, though.
What does it mean to be a vampire in this world?
So in the Empire, what it is, it's kind of a darker version of our world, and the vampires kind of need to keep their.
I see those.
from
Could
humanity.
you imagine if he
So
actually dressed
the
up as a
vampires are
vampire?
kind of,
Had little fake teeth.
Staying hidden in the shadows while also needing to feed on human beings and kind of manipulating us. In order
Don't make
to
fun
get
of his
them.
us.
We're talking about
You watch my
feeding
streams.
on
I can't fucking go a
human
sentence without
beings.
saying
We'll get flashback to last year's show. Cara, it's not just a case though of sucking blood and filling up your health meter, is it? Actually, different types of blood do different things.
That's right. So we have the resonance system, which means that essentially vampires can kind of see the emotional resonance.
I'm sorry, but I used to hear Tommy Wiseau going,
like
vampire.
fear or desire, and then they can feed on those people to like feel the same things as human beings do, to feel more kind of alive. And that can give you like extra boosts in the game.
And there were some really
Morrowind
interesting
sound.
characters in that trailer as well. What kind of relationships are we going to be forming with them as the player?
Game looks good, though.
Well, very fragile, very volatile relationships, very mature relationships. So it's going to be a fun time.
And one thing that was really intriguing to me when I was learning about this game is you don't just get bitten and turn into Nosferatu, Dracula, or Brad Pitt. And to be honest, I think you should maybe put Brad Pitt into the game, because then I'm definitely
What about Count
playing.
Orlok?
You actually have to adjust to your environment to becoming a vampire, is that right?
I want to be a
That's
ratto.
right. So essentially, in the game, when you were made as a vampire, sort of very young vampire, a lot of other vampires are made at the same time in this thing called the mass embrace. And that means that essentially they're having a less lucky time than you in the world. You're having a relatively good time compared to them because they don't know what they're doing. They're going through vampire puberty on their own, and you might have a family, you might have.
Well, fuck
say,
you.
a
I don't
wife
need a
and children,
vampire,
and,
okay?
morally
I'm gonna
objecting
play
to
sunscreen.
blood,
I'm gonna be a
to
person,
survive.
alright?
So you might have a less
Alright.
time, let's say.
Fuck
than the
you,
players have,
Dracula.
so
Fuck
can
you,
find that
Mom.
throughout the world as well.
And Brian, the first game came out in 2004. You've been waiting 15 years for this. Any pressure?
Yeah, tons of pressure. But yeah, we're
Oh,
gonna make it.
nervousness.
Well, you know what? I think there are people around the world watching this, and of course the audience here, and they all can't wait to play this game. Can you wait, guys?
I
So
can't
I
wait.
think you've convinced everyone here now. When are we going to be able to play the game?
But I'd like to play it.
We're going Q1 next year.
Fantastic. And when can we learn more?
Bloodlines2.com.
Thank you so much, Brian and Cara. Good luck. Give it up, guys. Thank you so much. Now,
Neato.
have you ever wanted to play Dwarf Fortress in space.
What?
Starmancer is
What?
a space station sim.
What
from
the fuck?
and Chucklefish.
What the fuck
After
are you
its attack
saying?
on Earth, humanity has launched a desperate attempt to find refuge among the stars.
What are you
Your
saying?
task is to manage a colony capable of sustaining life,
Lady,
crafting components,
are you watching my
components,
stream?
and sending out crews to mine asteroids.
What?
But when you're living in space, there can be big consequences for even the smallest mistakes. Let's take a look at the brand new gameplay for Starmancer.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry I'm making fun of you guys. I'm sorry, I say a lot of mean things and I make a lot of jokes. I'm sorry, but listen, if you're gonna watch my stream... Can't believe they actually acknowledged Dwarf Fortress. I was gonna crack a joke about, you ever want to play Dwarf Fortress in space? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm playing RimWorld right now. But that joke doesn't really work because RimWorld is not like at Dwarf Fortress too much. But that surface level joke, it was funny, but... Man, if you just said, have a hotel in space. Okay, well, this looks baba good. Looks pretty cool, I will admit. Anything that is vaguely Dwarf Fortress-y, well, is tantalizing for me. But do you expand your base in space? Because like Dwarf Fortress is all about, you know, kind of mining and like getting everywhere. But this is like kind of a set place.
Modders. And now, they each independently run their own studio. Let's welcome to the stage, from Tripwire, John Gibson, and from Torn Banner, Steve Piggott.
Hey, Sean.
Now I understand. Both of you started as modders, working independently, running your own studios. Talk to me about the collaboration that you started together.
Yeah, Steve. So we've known the Torn Banner guys for a long time, even giving them some advice.
Oh, damn it, it's too slow.
Going commercial, helping them not
there was something
make
that caught my
made.
eye there for a second. Hang
and
on.
We've been friends, and we've always wanted to work together. And now we've sort of formed this independent, former mod team, professional super group.
No, not his titties. No, guys, no. That's not what I'm making fun of.
Yeah, and for us, this is a dream partnership as well. We've always been really close with Tripwire, and
damn it, I can't cut it again. I'm too slow these days.
We see them as one of the few studios that's bringing true innovation to the FPS genre, and that's what we're all about as well.
Well, let's take a look at this upcoming collaboration.
His titties escaped me.
Torn Banner and Tripwire.
What I'm saying is, his buttons make a face. You can make fun of my titties, Dad. Somebody get that comment and delete it, please.
You go first. It's your chicken. Follow me to battle.
Anybody here remember Pirates vs. Vikings? Whatever that game was on Steam. The mod. Is it the same developers? Yeah? Yeah, I had a feeling. No, it's not. Ah! This looks like a lot of fun. Man, 2020 seems just like a weird date. Like one of those like, haha, future year, and now it's like, oh my god, guys. It's like the 2000s was like, wow, future, and now it's like 2010s, and now it's like 2020s.
Well, Chivalry 2 is about bringing players into their favorite medieval movie battle scenes. And our flagship game mode, Team Objective, does that by having players complete medieval objectives like sieging castles, raiding villages, and
yeah, you're not just going and standing in an area and then a bar fills up.
Mouth,
like you said, burning houses, killing peasants, you know.
Yeah.
I was gonna drag this part of the face onto his face.
It's really about letting the player experience every iconic moment of the era. And on top of that, we've increased the player count scale to about 2.5 times what the previous
Get the channel subscription.
64 players.
What?
And on top of that increased scale, we've added horses.
We got man, we got guy, and we got advertisement.
And bring experiences like Battle of the Bastards from Game of Thrones.
Don't worry, we'll ignore the last season. Just Battle of the Bastards.
I'm trying to watch ads. Stop ads.
All right, so I want to ask about the swordplay element to Chivalry 2. I mean, I know it's a really critical element.
Yeah, and this time around, we've completely revamped. I mean, we really view what we're doing here as bringing a true sequel in every sense.
Yeah.
We've attempted to completely revamp the combat, movement, and animation systems so that every swing, every action of the combat feels readable and fair, and also has the satisfaction and the weight that you would expect when two medieval knights in full armor are clashing.
Yeah, and it's very, very fluid and much more accessible than the previous game.
I'm gonna get those tits.
You know, the pace is so much quicker. It was what I really enjoy when I'm playing it.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about the fluidity. Because
Shut up.
a lot of melee combat games, you hit a button and there's like a full animation swing and then you sort of reset. So it's kind of these discrete, chunky times. I understand that in Chivalry 2, the swordplay operates
Titcam activated.
Yeah, we kind of think of it like when you're swimming, where you're kind of constantly using both arms at the same time. And a core part of our focus this time around has been making it so that players can fight multiple opponents.
Steal the titties? This ain't GeoGuessr, right? Stop it.
Exactly, because that's fundamentally part of the becoming the ultimate warrior fantasy and achieving glory on the battlefield.
Well, I mean, I do have to ask, we're talking about swordplay and mastery, but the original Chivalries, I mean, it's kind of like silly fun. Like, how do you balance the mastery with the fun element?
Yeah, our goal has always been to
What
make it
is
so that
this
players can
fun
take the game
you
as seriously
speak
as they
of?
want to, and also as silly as they want to. We know that probably about half our audience plays the game drunk, and we love that.
Whoa.
At least half.
Yeah.
That's an important metric to track.
And the game has a huge influence from Monty Python as well. I mean, in the over-the-top voiceovers and the role-playing opportunities. I mean, the game is genuinely hilarious. As an example, you can...
You know what else is hilarious? Alcoholism.
Like, so like picking up a chicken as a weapon,
physically
that's a
clubbing
mechanic.
him to death with
Well,
a
that's excellent. Well, I mean, I have to ask, when can people get their hands on Chivalry 2?
So Chivalry 2 is coming out early 2020, and it's coming first to the Epic Games Store.
Oh, look forward to checking it out in early 2020. Gentlemen, John Gibson and Steve Piggott with Chivalry 2. Thank you so much.
Sponsored by Absolute Vodka. Drink and forget.
The PC Gaming Show. Let's take a look at what's coming up next.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show.
Did Keanu Reeves sponsor this?
Coming up, build a world for wildlife in Planet Zoo.
Ooh.
From the creators of Darksiders, Remnant from the Ashes, Baldur's Gate 3.
What?
And more trailers, interviews, and gameplay footage.
What? What the fuck? Baldur's Gate 3? What? What the fuck? What? I'm sorry, nobody said something about Baldur's Gate 3. What? Came out of nowhere. I had no idea. I will only play it if Minsk and Boo is in a game. Go for the ice. It was announced. I had no idea. I had no idea, guys. I really didn't. Stop making fun of the fact that I know nothing, okay?
We live in a society.
Technology bad. Thomas Edison was a witch. Whoa, fire band. I'm sorry.
That was a brand new trailer for Mosaic, a dark and atmospheric adventure game coming later this year from developer Killbyte and publisher Raw Fury. So how are you guys enjoying it so far?
I gamered myself with Baldur's Gate 3. I did. I had no idea about it.
We're listening to
I'm really embarrassed.
the PC Gaming Show throughout the entire broadcast, no matter what platform you're watching and ranting on, so keep them coming. Our next game is a ghost-themed multiplayer hide-and-seek game inspired by a popular mod. Charge up your proton packs and get ready for Midnight Ghost Hunt.
Oh no. Don't shit post. Don't shit post. Don't shit post.
When the night falls
Oh.
When the night falls, you can count on me, darling. If you only knew, it'll make you feel brand new. So just tell me where I got a big surprise for you.
So it's prop hunt. This actually looks kind of fun, actually, so... Yeah, it's prop hunt. But... this seems like a lot of... Look at this. I know it's like a rip-off the concept, but... I like that.
Got a big surprise for you.
Who is it?
Joining me on the stage to talk about Midnight
Why is there loading
Ghost
times
Hunt
on the...
is the dynamic one-man team. Creative director, programmer, designer, it's Sam Malone!
Thank you for having me.
Sam, please tell us what is going on in that.
One guy.
What is Midnight Ghost Hunt all about?
So Midnight Ghost Hunt is a multiplayer ghost hunting hide-and-seek game. You can play either as ghosts or ghost
For a second there, I thought his name was Midnight Ghost Hunt. I'm like, damn.
The ghosts can
Cool
hide
guy.
inside average everyday objects around the haunted house. The goal is to look like harmless furniture, but on the inside, they're not so harmless ghosts as you saw.
I see Post Malone's post-rap career has been very,
hiding as a
very
lamp
chillaxed.
to try to assault and take out a hunter. It's actually, you would do that so that way you can keep running away and continue to hide.
Exactly. So the main objective of the ghosts is to try to stay hidden as long as they can until
Rapper
the
jokes.
time runs out, until the clock strikes midnight. Midnight being kind of the
I guess he's
hour of the ghosts, basically.
Post Malone.
They can
Now he's
fight back if
simply
they like, but in
Malone.
general, you know, they want to try
Because
to
he
hide,
is
but if there's a hunter
alone
kind of
on the
off by
development
himself,
team.
He can quickly just hit him in the
Please
back
laugh.
and knock him out real quick, and he has less hunters to deal with at that point.
See. Well, what's the identity of the hunters? I mean, we've been seeing furniture flying all over the place. What are the hunters doing?
So the hunters, it kind of can be divided into two different segments. The first part of the game is kind of almost like a detective game because they're sort of trying to
I'm gonna
figure
blow
out
your
where
mind.
the
Look at the
ghosts are hiding,
hands.
since
Look at
it's
the
not
hands
really
of what he's doing.
obvious at first glance. So they've got
This is
gadgets like a
called
footprint
conference
tracker, they've got
talk.
like a radar like you saw, to try to narrow down where in the haunted house these ghosts are hiding, basically. As soon as the first
Maybe
ghost is
sending
found, though, it starts to get
subliminal
chaotic.
messages to the crowd.
There's ragdolls
He's
flying
using
everywhere, and they have that cannon to really try to smash the ghosts into pieces.
the
So those are kind of the two
hand
aspects.
signals,
Well,
and he's
tell me a
saying
little
fuck
bit
you,
about
fuck
inspiration
you,
for Midnight
fuck
Ghost
you.
Hunt. I understand it's based on a Gary's mod called Prop Hunt.
So that's definitely a big inspiration.
Don't acknowledge
the big
that.
twist for us is that the props fight back.
Deny it,
You saw
deny
the
it,
furniture,
deny it.
They hurl themselves.
Deny
at
it.
you, they knock you out. They send you flying. So it kind of almost becomes like this action hide and seek sort of mashup. You have a reason to be a little bit afraid.
Just be like this.
Well, I've never heard of that. Well, I just want to say that I've never heard of this Garrett's mod. I just want to totally say that this is my idea and I made this.
Then what's going on there?
So midnight, if even one ghost survives 4 minutes into the match, then you hear this ominous grandfather clock chime across the map. All the lights will actually flicker out. It'll get really dark and scary.
What?
And all of the ghosts that were destroyed.
Have you seen a ghost?
As vengeful
Yes!
spirits. They're a lot more powerful than
He's seen a
before, and
ghost,
they glow very
definitely.
bright red. So
Whoa.
at this point, the tables have turned. The hunters are now
Ghost
hunted,
blowjob.
and they just need to try to
Whoa.
work together to stay alive long enough for their evac to come, which is another 4 minutes or so. Usually the ghosts win when it gets to midnight.
Are you talking about like 90% of the time?
Like,
Have you all seen a
because the ghosts
ghost?
are so overpowered
Oh.
at midnight. The hunters are doing whatever they can to try to prevent midnight from even occurring by destroying all
Y'all
the
ever heard of a
ghosts
ghost
clearing the
job?
house, basically.
Well, awesome. When can people get the chance to try out Midnight Ghost Hunt?
So we'll be running an alpha event later in the summer. You can sign up at midnightghosthunt.com. I'd also like to give a shout out to our Discord, discord.gg/midnightghosthunt.
Shout out to Simple
Later in the
Flips.
summer, we'll be giving out keys on our Discord as well as on our main website.
Well, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Malone from Vaulted Sky Games. For our next title, we got Frankie Up in the Balcony, and if I understand correctly, Frankie, this is a sequel.
You do understand correctly, Sean, yes. It's a big sequel to a small indie game. Unexplored 2 is a procedural adventure.
Hey, get the fuck off the stage now. You've had your use. Back in the cage.
Explore a beautiful world, engage with its creatures, and befriend its people. Search for magic lakes and ancient statues until you die. And die again. This is Unexplored 2.
Consume and die. Consume and die. Big sugar, big think. Guys, for 1 second, I thought this art style was literally you, like, underwater. I couldn't tell what was going on. I'm like, wow, coral reef game. Sometimes you just look at things and you're like, what? Oh no, they'll see. Nito. It looks pretty cool, I guess. It's Diablo EE with more world strategy, with more arty stuff. I don't know, but looks okay, I suppose. You know what I really appreciate about PC conference gaming shows? Is the fact that they never fuck around. They never show pre-rendered cuts, cinematic trailers of some guy going, "They came in numbers." And it's like, what is this game? They just show it, you know? Because they know you can't bullshit the PC gaming crowd. Because the PC gaming crowd is they're the hardest to, fuck around with, because they know what they're doing. It's true.
One of the biggest bang for
My
your
name
buck
is-
you can get when building a new rig is investing in a new monitor. And here to talk about a groundbreaking new display is Samsung's Dean Dalcero. Welcome, Dean. What you got for us?
Samsung C27 RG5 curved gaming monitor.
Alright, today I will show you my video game.
Whoa. Truly immersing view and curved. 240 hertz, rapid curve, the ultimate pleasure. Stuttering, tearing. NVIDIA G-Sync. From the creators of Smosh the Movie and SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom comes Curved Game Monitor. You're welcome.
Dean, we've seen the video, and I gotta start asking. Talk to me about some of those juicy features and specs.
Well, today I will show you my screen, and my screen will make you play good. Oh, my microphone!
Oh no.
Oh,
sorry, the sound was low.
Traditional flat panel.
And I wanted to ask a little bit about some of the color specs.
Sure, it's a 3001 contrast ratio, so you get those deeper blacks, brighter whites, and hopefully you'll see your enemies first before they see you in the dark scenes.
Yeah, and I understand it also has G-Sync. I saw that flash up on the screen as well.
First G-Sync compatible monitor, so we're super excited about that.
Well, since this is the PC gaming show and we're showing off a huge variety of games here, what are the types
I thought that was
of
Mac.
games that you would expect that 240 hertz refresh rate and the G-Sync to work well with?
Sure, so we think everybody's going to appreciate the speed and the performance, but ultimately, esports first-person shooters are really going to benefit.
Right. Well, of course, I have to ask, not just when is it available, but what type of cost are we talking?
Sure, so it'll be available in mid-July for under $400 for a 27-inch panel. So it expands our gaming lineup to 8 models. Yeah.
Because when you said 400, I mean, that's the 27-inch is the $400 number. Wow.
Yeah, so our gaming lineup will be expanded to 8 models, ranging from 24 all the way up to a 49-inch dual.
You guys might be memeing right now, but
check out Samsung.
for what this is promising, it's not a bad price. I can literally go to the electronics store right now and buy like a shitty monitor for like $700. That's
Not for that price point.
Well, I want to let you know that we have all sorts of great presentations and games coming up.
Screens are expensive, man, you know.
Stay tuned for more announcements, trailers, and never-before-seen footage, including Gearbox answers burning questions about Borderlands 3, the next game from Clay Entertainment. Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole in Valfaris, and more.
Shenmue, sure. Okay, whatever.
And now the PC Gaming Show presents What's Next from Funcom.
I thought that was her walking. Chonk, 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 chonk. Hello, I am a robot.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for the warm applause. It's very exciting for all of us at Funcom to be here at the PC Gaming Show
Anything
for the very first time ever.
At Sumocom.
Naturally, we would like to show some of
Who's
the cool
fucking
stuff
around
that
in the
we've been working
background?
on. So, without further ado, here are some of the games coming for 2019.
Something strange is going on all across the zone. I don't fear nothing until now.
Moose Man. What is happening here?
A lot's happened since you've been traveling, Khan. We could use your skills.
What is this character?
Got each other's backs, right? What happens to you happens to me.
Conan, what is best in life?
It's Conan RTS games. What? Interesting. Man, they just keep making Conan the Barbarian games, huh? It's like, you know, it's Conan Exiles, it's Conan RPG Online, and like, man, you just never fucking make a Conan game, god damn it. This looks neat though. It's Lovecraftian Dead Space.
Who would have thought? My son, off to fly among the stars.
Sorry, you're just getting nothing up.
Please welcome to the stage, founder and director of Mighty
It wasn't like a joke I was
Philip
setting up. I
Mays.
had to reset something.
So yeah, at Funcom we've been doing our own games for over 26 years now. But recently we had the great pleasure to be working with some other very talented developers and help them publish their games. And on that note, I'd like to introduce Phil Mays. He is founder of Mighty Kingdom, a studio out of Australia, who has been working with us on something a little different.
Thank you.
Ah, you fucking bloody Shayla, you fucking Australia!
Sorry.
For something called Conan Chop Chop. And,
I thought it was his
considering
name.
the date, it
I thought his
perhaps
name
no
was Conan
surprise
Chop
that
Chop. I'm
people
like, damn,
decided
dude.
that was an April Fool's joke. So, yeah, we have a little surprise for you. Check this out.
My name is Conan Chup Chup. I was born in a dumpster.
Quite possibly the best Conan game yet. YouTuber DickSuck69. A game that is definitely not real, but probably should be.
But oh, they're taking the piss. They're taking the piss. They're taking the piss. They're taking the piss. I kinda want that. Yeah. Looks okay. Joel Dickhead.
So there you have it, Conan Chop Chop. It's a roguelike action-adventure game. It's very real, and it's coming to PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch on September the 3rd this year. It's 2019.
Straya.
We also have a playable version here at E3 at our demo room, so if you want to give stick figure Conan a try, then please don't hesitate to drop by. Thank you.
Give me a gobby in the dunny. Only Australians will get that joke. Down under.
Last Oasis is a nomadic survival game set in a post-apocalyptic future where the Earth has stopped rotating. The last humans need to outrun the blazing sun in massive open-world environments. Good times. But cheer up, sunshine. This is one of the most original-looking multiplayers we've seen, with interesting ideas underneath. A player-driven economy.
She can sell
and
me soap
some
and I'd buy it.
really incredible death machines. Coming to early access on Steam on July 15th. Let's take a trip to the Last Oasis.
That Morrowind sound is driving me nuts.
The legs to lift us over the burning sands. We must move forward or die beneath the sun.
Look at something I'd make in one of those like vehicle creators. It's a resource gathering game? It's also Doom's fireball sound. That's true. One is slightly different though, whatever, but this game looks a lot. I don't know. If I can play with other people and ram like just my stupid creator into like just my shitty Wicker Man vehicle with wheels, and I just go into other people, boom, I'll buy it. Wow. Okay. What was the sound? Burp, 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 burp. Whoa, chill out.
The world is up for grabs again. Create an eco-paradise.
Here's the music you guys forgot. Here's the music you guys forgot. Here we go. I'm about to improve it. Don't worry. Free of charge. Free of charge.
You want to tell me what this is all about?
The name of the game is Age of Wonders Planetfall, a 4X strategy game, and joining me on the stage to talk about it is the game director, Leonard Sass.
Todd Howard! He's back!
Welcome,
Look!
guys.
I'm sorry.
Good to be here. So, Leonard, just give us the gist of what Age of Wonders Planetfall is all about.
Sure. Age of Wonders is a turn-based strategy game where you play as one of the survivors of a shattered galactic empire. At the start of the game, you choose or create your own faction.
Yeah.
And they include the Vanguard Expeditionary Forces, who are in cryosleep when everything
You're
went
not
to hell.
quite Swedish.
There's scavenging cyborgs, or
But
the
you
Amazon
feel
bioengineers who
similar.
ride dinosaurs into battle.
You know, I want to ask, because there's a pretty broad range of 4X
Who
strategy
are you?
games. To give a sense of what the gameplay is, I just want to start from the
Your
beginning.
last name
of the
is
game.
the
What
same
happens when
flight
you
company I
first
fly
land
with in Sweden, so
Each race has their own spaceship. The spaceship comes down onto the planet. The planet is where the entire game takes place. And that spaceship will then transform into your capital.
That is an
colony, where your
Antarctican
entire
accent. I can
empire
tell it
begins to
from
sort of attempt
anywhere.
to take over the world. Around you, you've got a number of sectors, and each of these sectors has a little story. Well, most of them. So maybe you'll find a genetics lab which is still full of horrible mutant creatures, an entertainment complex overrun by horrible robot monsters, a temple with holes in the sky and horrible demons.
Which faction would be the scariest to fight?
And I did see in the trailer dinosaurs with lasers, correct?
Dinosaurs with lasers.
Perfect. Well,
Cats with lasers. No, sorry, no cats with lasers.
I'm so sorry to disappoint all of you. No cats with lasers. You have to settle with dinosaurs. You know,
Hey, who stole Google Chrome? Who stole the Google Chrome logo?
Growing and resources in tech is a huge part
Hey,
of
Google's
it.
gonna sue. That's the company
Right, so part
I'd
of
be
these
the scariest to
sections come
fight.
from your origin race. They sort of
Not
represent
assembly.
where you came from. They include new units, new modules for your units, like jetpacks.
Oh,
for
Google's
your
gonna
troopers,
fucking nuke
orbital
you.
laser cannons you can launch from space. Social doctrines is not all about war. And then the second part of your tech tree comes from your secret technology. And
Joel,
all
that's
about
not the
future of
Google
your
logo. That's the red eyes from
so you can create,
Naruto.
like a combination between man and machine. Or
What if I
man
told you that I
and
actually know what that's called?
Others include doomsday technologies that allows you to infect the entire population with alien brain-eating parasites, or win the game by splitting space-time.
I love how many details you're giving me of the horrors that await on the
Dark
planet.
Eye Piñata. The future is not a pretty place.
Jutsu!
Well, I want to ask about
You guys say that I'm a
some of
fake
the
fake
combat
anime
that we
fan.
saw.
Fuck
In a lot of
y'all.
strategy games, the combat can be very brief. It just, shows two armies pinging off each other.
They don't
But I
know
understand
me.
that the tactical layer is quite rich.
Right, so when combat starts, you'll see, like on the world map, maybe like your little sort of space lab or something like that. When you go into combat, you will zoom all the way in, and you will be inside the lab. You'll see all the pipes and all of the goops flowing around. All of your units, which you've been putting together and built, are now deployed. In turn-based combat, you can move them into cover, use their abilities, shoot laser cannons. Maybe you've chosen advanced, you've got
I
like a
wanna
bunch of
talk
space
too.
force and little metal suits. That have
Stop
big holes in the
talking,
ground,
that-
like shoot
my
from
turn.
Rip the holes. Maybe you've chosen the key.
I wanna tell them about our game we
They
made.
run forwards and slash people and
Shut
shoot
up.
acid on them, that kind of thing.
I mean, how long do some of these battles wind up lasting?
It depends. A short battle can be maybe 2 or 3 minutes, but at the end of the game, you've got a massive siege, like 20 units on your side, 20 units on their side. You've got orbital cannons blasting holes in the world, and that can maybe take 30 minutes.
Well, talk to us about when we can play the game.
Okay.
What?
The game is due this August 6th. It's going to be available
Damn,
on
it's
PC,
my
multiple
turn to talk.
platforms, consoles,
Shut up.
and it's available for pre-order now.
Well, lovely. Hey, what's that URL?
It's aow-planetfall.com.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. It's less than 2 months away. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me up on
Thank you.
stage.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you for sharing the horrors of the future. And for our next game, Frankie, I have to ask
Serious.
you, what year is it?
Why? The year is 1946, Sean, my dear boy. Europe lies in ruins, torn apart by the satanic.
Guys, I can't hear a difference in the accent.
A brave band of heroes cast the Fuhrer into hell, but little do they know, the nightmare is far from over. Achtung! This
Get the fuck
is the
off my
world
goddamn
exclusive reveal of
stage.
the next shooter from the makers of Sniper Elite 4.
Whoa.
Rated
Neato.
M for mature.
They came in numbers.
Uh-oh, this music is very shitposty.
My name is John Sniper.
Fun fact, I actually streamed the Sniper Elite Nazi zombie game. Like years ago. It was actually kind of fun. Some people hated that game, but I thought it was okay. The only thing I really remember from the original Sniper Elite game, well, actually it's not the original, but you know, was I got to shoot the big man himself in the fucking testicles. It was like everything I wanted in the new Wolfenstein game, but not quite. Oh, sorry, testicle, not plural.
Don't fuck with a gamer.
Just die. Come
on, let's go!
I am heavy weapons guy, and this is my gun. Who touched us?
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's back. In a way, I wish the new Wolfenstein was kind of like that.
Later on the PC gaming show. A love letter to classic JRPGs.
Nani.
What's next for Warframe?
Shenmue.
A surreal noir adventure
Shenmue.
set before, during, and after the Big Bang.
Shenmue.
Baldur's Gate 3.
No. Where's Shenmue? Please show me.
Nearly 100 years, the root have ravaged the earth.
Sorry, I'm just.
Unending assault without reason. We are victims to a hatred that we do not understand. This evil will consume our world and the countless worlds beyond. Unless you rise to meet it. A trial by fury and blood. You seek the source of death itself. Prepare yourselves. They are here.
Gamers.
So this is the game that was made by the Darksiders developers, right? I thought the Darksider guys was gonna make like all the four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. You know, you had the original, which was Plague. Second one was War. Or did it not like do all of the games, or?
Joining me on the stage to talk about Remnant from the Ashes. In that trailer, we got the chance to see so much new gameplay footage and new environments. Let's welcome the CEO of Gunfire Games, David Adams. So David, I want to ask right away, for those who are unfamiliar with Remnant from the Ashes, what kind of game is it?
So Remnant's a co-op action shooter set on an apocalyptic Earth and across a bunch of cool fantasy worlds.
And I mean, in that trailer, we got the chance to see a huge variety of different environments.
What does it look
what
like?
are these different places? Who's the player in this story?
So as a player,
Something
you're
about
on
him
sort
that
of
I-
a Odyssey-like quest to save the world, and we really wanted to
No,
have a bunch of
look
different
at me.
cool locales that you go
Look
to
at
just to
me.
experience a bunch of different stuff.
You trying to sell me
You start on Earth,
your
but
game?
It rapidly changes very quickly as you get into the game.
Up here.
And one thing that we've talked about before is that replayability is a huge focus of the game. That you could play through it 10 times and still
Jack
be
Black, look
seeing
at me.
new bosses, new monsters, new locations. How exactly does that work?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest features of the game is the dynamic generation system.
Don't sell him
So
your
you generate
product.
the map,
Sell
enemies,
me your
quests,
product.
NPCs, bosses, everything.
You've built those all by hand, right?
Yeah, it's all hand scripted, but
No.
the system takes all the pieces and stitches it together. So you might play the game and come into work and say, hey, I talked to a giant tree and fought a dragon boss, and I'm
Well, obviously you're doing that right now. Look how stiff he is.
Killed a tree ant, and we'd have completely different experiences playing the same game.
And you just have to keep going through and eventually explore what all the possibilities are.
Yeah, you can play the game over and over again to see the stuff. You can jump into your friend's world to experience the content in their world, and that's a big part of the game, just jumping in and seeing what you
He's
get.
nervous,
Well,
Joel.
I want to ask about
Well,
loot,
you
which
know.
is, I understand, a big part of the game. How does it function alongside this ever-shifting gameplay experience?
Yeah, the loot in the game is all legendary items, and it's tied into the dynamic generation. So if you fight a boss or meet an NPC or get a cool, unique side quest, it generally coincides with a cool, unique item. It might be a boss weapon or a magical item or armor. So if you play the game and you get all completely different events, you'll have different equipment.
So it's a little Dark Souls-y. I hate to use that term,
I also
but you
saw
know.
that there were 3 people walking through these. And you mentioned the co-op experience. How does co-op function in the world?
So the game's full co-op from beginning to end. You can jump in at any point. And the game's definitely slower paced, more difficult. I mean, you will die a lot in this game, so
awesome.
There's a huge advantage to bringing your friends to come in there and help you take down bosses or fight off different events or just generally progress through the world.
What if Joel tweeted and they would show my comment?
Bloodborne and Dark Souls, I'm really looking forward
Hey, don't reveal. Deny, refused.
So Remnant's coming out.
What is this Dark Souls? I never heard of this.
Xbox and PS4, and if you pre-order
What?
the game now,
I
you can
made
actually get
these.
in early and start playing the game August 16th.
Well, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, David Adams from Gunfire Games.
No, if I tweeted at these conferences, they would never pick up my shit.
And as we mentioned earlier, keep those questions
I'm
coming.
probably
I will be
blacklisted because I keep like
on
playing
stage, the creative
trumpets
director
over
of
them and stuff.
Borderlands 3, everything you want to know. Doesn't matter what platform you're on.
Let me show you what it would look like. Ready?
Gaming show. And until that time, let's talk about our next title. This one was announced 2 years ago at the PC Gaming Show here. It's a game from Clay Entertainment called Griftlands. It's changed quite a bit in the last 2 years. It's now a deck-building roguelike where you don't just fight, but you also negotiate your way through a broken-down sci-fi world. It's going to be available on the Epic Game Store in 1 short month on July 11th in alpha. Let's take a look at some of the footage of what you'll be playing.
Wow, I can't believe they used my tweet. Man, a lot of people sure love the fact that people are putting their games on Epic Store. Our developers and it's just everybody ignoring the fact that people are upset by this. Listen, competition is not bad. In fact, competition is great. It pushes other things to become better than the competition. If there's no competition, then yeah, but they're paid so they don't care, but yeah, but anyway, here's this game. Looks a little, I guess, Darkest Dungeon-y with cards. I don't know. This is why people pirate games. I've said this before, but the more you spread out games more and more on the internet in different stores. The reason why people pirated movies and shit back in the day was that it was inconvenient to own like physical media, so they went for Netflix. And Netflix was great because you could get shit instantly. But now there's like 100 different services, so people get confused and pirate once again. Now, if you're gonna do the same with games, keep it the same and people won't pirate. You have it across 20 different platforms, boom, people don't want to fucking bother with that.
And Lisa Bowens from Frontier Developments. Now,
So basically,
what kind of zoo are we
I'm
talking
Monkey.
here?
So Planet Zoo is a new management sim game from us. It involves you building
Zoom.
and looking after a modern zoo, and you get to look after the most authentic animals we believe you've ever seen in a video game. Each of our animals are unique. They have their own needs, their own desires, and their own behaviors. They interact with each other and react with the world that you build around them. And today, for the very first time, we're really excited to show everyone here our gameplay video and to announce our launch date.
Oh, fantastic. Let's buy the world's largest family pass and take a look inside.
Kitty, bear, wolf, elephant, crocodilo, giraffe. My dream zoo. Yes, it's all very nice, and I'm actually streaming Planet Coaster right now, but what about unleashing the animals? You know, just skip this expansion, just get to what we really want. We would love dinosaurs, because once that T-Rex comes out and eats all the children, I'll be laughing so much I'll probably fall asleep. Monkey! Monkey! I could never play this, by the way. I could never, ever. Because oh, monkey! Okay, listen, any game... I'm so happy right now to see all this stuff, but deep down, I know that I'm so inept at playing this game. Knowing my animals would starve and my monkeys would, like, riot and throw feces at the crowd. I'd just be like, oh no, I'm doing a terrible job. No!
Hippos pooing. Yeah.
I just feel like horrible. I'm like, no, my animals are unhappy. No!
Saw the trailer. Piers mentioned this is a modern zoo, but what exactly does that mean?
So nowadays when you go to the zoo, you're not just going to see all the lovely, pretty animals. You go there, you want to be, you know, learning about conservation, you want to learn about the research that they're doing, you want to be educated, and these are all things that you're going to be able to do in Planet Zoo. And these ideas of the modern zoo is really what we take to heart, and we're going to be promoting.
Guys, it's got a hilarious idea.
The welfare of your animals.
I will be streaming this. I'll give it a try regardless. But I'll say this. I will say this. How fucked up would it be if you can combine a theme park and a zoo? Could you imagine making a zoo tycoon game? But you can also offer the you can also offer the visitors like meat and food of the animals. Listen, here's a crocodilo and here's some crocodilo steaks. Sometimes they die and you know, we gotta make the best out of it.
Next up, we have a very special guest all the way from Japan.
Alright, well, let me translate once again.
Please welcome to the stage gaming industry legend and Shenmue creator, Yu Suzuki.
No jokes. No fucking jokes. No fucking jokes. No fucking jokes.
Right.
No fucking jokes.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the stage is a legend of Japanese game development. It's Mr. Yu Suzuki. In addition to being the brains behind the following games, Hang On, Space Harrier, Outrun, Afterburner, Virtual Racing, and Virtual Fighter, Yu-san also created the Shenmue series, and he's here to talk about Shenmue III right now. Take it away, Yu-san.
すみません、英語
立てて光栄です。standing on the stage today. それと20年支えてくれたファンの皆さん、ありがとう。I just want to say thank you to all the fans supporting me for the long 20 years. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The wait is nearly over.
That's right. Let's take a world exclusive look at Shenmue III.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god.
Honestly, I don't think your kung fu is strong enough.
Grandmaster, I...
Are you fucking for real?
A long time ago, martial arts were bad, but humans are interesting creatures. They practiced in secret, away from prying eyes, and became stronger. One even practiced atop this very boat. Nam-Tren survived the ban and
wow.
was passed on in this way.
It's exactly what I wanted. I love it! Cheesy voice acting.
What did you say to me? Stop it.
They threaten and extort money from shop owners, get drunk by noon, and cause trouble. Everyone in town is afraid of them.
Bad voice acting, Rio's voice acting is the same. It's cheesy.
They are heartless.
But it doesn't sound exactly the same, actually. Quick time events are back. Oh, I'm fucking happy.
This is him, the Japanese guy who got in our way.
You've got some guts to barge in here on your own.
Oh, I love the voice acting. Ah, wonderful. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. What? Oh, fuck.
So many people
God damn.
for Shenmue 3. I would like to once again thank you so much. Thank you, Yu-san, for
Actual
joining us
date?
today.
What the fuck?
Cheers.
Everyone, thank you.
Now our next
Guys, I gotta get a
is
fucking
near and
Epic
dear
account.
To my childhood heart. It's based upon a game
I gotta buy some Epic Fortnite dance coins or something because I gotta fucking buy that game. Fuck.
Between Coffee Stain Studios
God damn it.
and Lava Potion.
Wait a minute. PlayStation 4. Haha, suckers. Yeah. 40 chest once again. Gamered. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm like the only guy ever who hasn't played Shenmue 2, like, to completion, and now that I'm streaming it to completion, I'm gonna immediately... I won't have to wait fucking 20 years for the other game. I'll be like, okay, finish that game, on to the next one. It's on Steam too? What? So wait, Epic and Steam can have games at the same time? I thought it was just either. Oh, well, no, they can. Unheard of. Oh, I see the link, I see the link, guys. Or could it be one of those bastard things where they're like, yes, it'll be on Steam, but we're gonna remove it. Haha. Is this ActRaiser? ActRaiser. No. Oh, okay. More like Heroes of Might and Magic.
The name of the game is Songs of Conquest, and here to join me in talking about it is the lead designer from Lava Potion, Carl Toftfeld. Hey, Carl.
Hi, hey, thanks.
I mean, let's just start off for anyone who maybe hasn't played the Heroes of Might and Magic series. What is Song of Conquest all about?
It's all about, well, you kind of start out with in the town that you just saw in the end of the trailer, and from there you recruit your wielders, it's what we call our commanders.
Are you Swedish?
And, you recruit an army, and then you kind of send off
You are Swedish, aren't you?
And they go exploring the world, they pick up
You fucking Swede! You fucking Swede, I heard that!
Upgrade your town so you can get more stuff, and that's kind of what you do. Adventure and
But I don't like the fact that your English is way better than the other guys.
Part of the core loop is obviously
you kind of sound like me, you asshole.
But for what reason? Armies, man. Talk to me about those juicy battles.
Yeah, so the battle, just like the whole game, is turn-based.
Fuck,
so
he's got my accent.
You bring all your troops in,
asshole.
and you start by deploying them, and then all the troops have different stats, like offense and defense. And
But I'm slightly better, because I don't do defense. I don't talk like this.
But instead of like pawns and bishops,
yeah, you thought you could get rid of the fucking accent. Well, too fucking bad, you giant anus. Haha, I am still the Sweden king, and you are nothing. You are nothing. Now go fuck yourself.
But I mean, one of them is our magic system. We call it the essence. So basically, in our Conquest universe, everything has an essence within
Snake.
The soul. So your troops, they have an essence. And to do magic, you need to bring the troops with the right essence with your wielders.
How do you, guys, when you hear Swedish accents like this, how do you feel? Like do you get the same hatred as I do? Like do you feel that spark of anger in your system?
Oh, I see. Okay.
No.
So
Oh, okay. I guess it's just a thing for me.
Weigh the pros and cons of what to kill off. Like, do you want to destroy their
I mean, I have nothing but love for my fellow countrymen, but I'm just saying, when I hear the accent, I just squint my eyes and go, ooh.
And late 2020.
Oh, it's quite a ways off.
It's quite a ways off, but you can go to songsofconquest.com and sign up for Alpha, and then you can play earlier.
Well, as you know, I'm really looking forward to playing it, Carl. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, our next title is an update to a popular co-op game. Let's see what's in store for Vermintide 2.
Oh, I wanted to see him escorted off stage. I was going to do a joke where he started swearing in Swedish. No, you will not get me off the fucking stage! Nej! Nej, jag vill! Nej! Nej! Ratos. Endless ratos. Let me do this trailer justice. Hang on. Wait. It's you. Vermintide versus Warhammer. Beta sign up. Vermintide.com. Rat. May contain content inappropriate.
We saw the reveal of the new PvP mode coming to Vermintide 2, which turns the Warhammer Fantasy cooperative game into something even more brutally competitive. It looks deliciously vile, and surely dismembering Scraven is so much more satisfying when you know you're going ham on a fellow player, making him or her cry little baby rat tears behind their computer screen.
Rato.
You can sign up now for the Vermintide 2 Versus beta at vermintide2.com/versus. In Per Aspera, you're an artificial consciousness orbiting Mars, whose ultimate purpose is to terraform the planet, starting from a single drone in your landing site and turning the planet into a flourishing second home for humanity. Courtesy of developer Talon Industries and publisher Raw Fury, here's a first ever look at Per Aspera.
As we all know, reaching the Red Planet was not humanity's greatest
Plan.
Transferring the complexity of the human mind to
I was making RimWorld jokes earlier, but this...
so they can succeed where we fail. So they can build us a home on that distant, dusty rock. Today, Amy reaches Mars and begins their mission.
It's like the second Mars game we've seen E3 this year.
Are you with us?
Of course, I'm with you, Houston.
Welcome back to Young Doom. That's right, a prequel to Doom.
In the Assassin's Creed universe, our next guest sent players back in time to rewrite history. But for his debut project with indie studio Panache Digital Games, he's going to take us back 10 million years to where humanity began. Here to tell us
Assassin's Creed Caveman! Fred Durst!
Welcome, Patrice.
Cheers! Really happy to be here. I've been waiting 10 years
to
come back on a big stage at E3 showing off a game.
Well, it's fantastic to have
Patrice
you back. I just want to wonder what inspired you to tell the story of human evolution?
Well, when I started Panache, I needed a game, an open world game in which you can do a lot of things. You need a character in a 3D environment at first.
I'm so happy that Assassin's Creed is finally going back to the Flintstone days. Monkey!
So I needed an historical period. To say, oh, let's go back at the very beginning. It'll be easier to do. Because I won't have to build a city, I won't have to build technology, and I was a bit naive. Because we built Africa 10 million years ago. And that's not easy to build.
It doesn't sound easy. I mean, how have you turned those themes into gameplay?
Well, you play our last common ancestor, right, of all the big apes, and then you have to explore your environment.
Wait, is this the same game they showed off the other monkey game?
You expand your clan.
Do you guys remember this? Everybody was making fun of this trailer because it looked bad.
Badass character. You play a group of badass characters.
I think so. Oh, it's the same. Okay.
And eventually you evolve into different
I remember
species,
Monkey.
Up until Lucy the Australopithecus roughly 2 million years ago.
I imagine our ancestors had a lot more issues to deal with than we do today.
Yes, we have to find banana. Wow, big issues.
Well, it's all about from a prey to a predator. Basically, at the beginning of the game, everybody is there to kill you and devour you. And basically at the end, it's pretty much you. You're the predator and everybody's afraid of you. And
guys, Donkey Kong 64 HD looks great.
So, Patrice, ultimately, what is the key to evolving your clan?
Ooh, banana.
Curiosity. You need to explore because, you know, I made game about characters and you need to follow the story I wrote for you.
Which promise is the best?
You're basically writing the story.
Monkey! Guys, vote Monkey, quick! Wait, hang on, promise is the best.
Mission givers. It's
wait, what the fuck?
Looking at the mini maps and
we're all monkeys.
It's about you, hey, Homo sapiens. Can you survive like our
ancestors did? What?
And that's the question I'm asking the players. It'll be for you to answer that question August 27th.
Well, I was
on PC first.
I was going to ask you when we can see it.
Guys, I don't think it works if you vote here. I'm sorry. I don't think the E3 machine is hooked up. I don't think it's connected. All right. I kind of flubbed up this year. I didn't. I bet someone out there was like, is there actually, do I vote here or? Okay, well, I think the conference is over now, maybe. Or is there still stuff coming on, or? Yeah, whenever they start just whenever they start like playing all this like cool hip music and just I'm just doing this to like avoid copyright strikes. No, it's I guess this is really over now, so I can start talking about it. I don't know though. Let's one more thing. More Morrowind sounds. What is this? Oh, chess.
Please welcome.
Oh, it's not over.
Loring Lee, founder and CEO of Dragon Nest.
Indeed, auto chess has turned out to be a sensation.
What?
With hundreds of thousands, millions of players getting a taste of it.
Chess?
And here to talk about its
You know, I also send the chess club.
is Loring Lee. Take it away, Loring.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm
Hello.
Loring Lee. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. I'm the CEO and founder of Dragon's Game.
My name's Loring Lee. Here's chess. I made it.
And the publisher comes from China. I'm so happy to be here today on this stage to introduce our game, Auto Chess, to all of you. This is really an exciting moment for us. As the trailer says, this is a real engaging game of Auto Chess. Dragon's Den now is working with the creator of Auto Chess, Dodo Studio. We are working together to bring Auto Chess to the world, both on PC and mobile, so that everyone from anywhere with any device can enjoy the same fun of Auto Chess. Now we are building the PC version with by using the gaming engine of Unreal Engine 4. As everyone knows,
Sorry, the orchestra machine is just
the best gaming engines of the world.
it's not working.
With the help of Epic Games and by the power of Unreal, I believe we can finish our job quickly and efficiently. And today, I'm very glad to announce the PC version of Auto Chess will be coming to the Epic Games Store. I look forward.
Chess.
I look forward to all of you playing Auto Chess on PC later this year. Okay, thank you everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Loring Lee.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks so much for sharing the news with us. Once again, Auto Chess, if you have not played it, you must check it out. It is so fun.
Stop
Our next
lying.
title with Frankie
Chess is
up above,
boring.
I understand it's an inspired indie game.
We'll find out, Sean, because one of the things we love about PC gaming is the way that game creators from all over the world can draw inspiration from one another's work. Cris Tales is a great example of that, a gorgeous indie love letter to classic JRPGs developed by a team in Colombia. Cris Tales' spin on the genre brings
Oh, it's not chess. Oh, it's not chess at all. Okay. Well, why call it chess then?
At the same time. So you'll see the future change based on your decisions in real time. Here's the world exclusive reveal of Cris Tales.
Same note before it even began. How How did I predict that? What the hell?
If you saw what was, what is, and what would be. If you knew how it ends.
I'll tell you why. I made this.
Would you change it? Could you make the hard decisions? And would you be strong enough to fight?
It's a Dota mod? Really?
If you learn from the past
What?
and act in the present, you can rewrite the future.
It's Persona E? Hyphen E? Maybe? Question mark? I thought I said Christ Tales. I'm like, damn, religious games. Supernova 3D Arc is back. Ah!
In PC gaming.
Please! I made enough jokes! I'll stop it! No more jokes! Don't hurt me, lady!
Quite frankly, it's a bit average, isn't it? It's just your average, you know, Glock, really. No! It's one of the ridiculous alien weapons from our next game, Valfaris. A brutal, heavy metal-infused 2D action platformer inspired by true old-school classics like Contra and Turrican. Assuming the role of fearless warrior Therium, players must blast and slash their way through the doomed citadel of Valfaris, overcoming its deadly environments and enemies.
I'm intrigued, but...
Arcane evil at its very heart. Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole. From publisher Big Sugar, this is Valfaris.
Okay. Why can't the new Doom sound like this? Why can't it sound like this? Is that a boom, ba-chicka, boom, ba-chicka? I'm streaming this. I'm streaming this. I'm streaming this shit. Alright, listen. I'm streaming this. Skeletons, metal, I mean... Oh, this looks cool. This game, it was meant for me! Well, that looked awesome. That looked awesome. When is it releasing?
Action in the Valfaris trailer.
When is this releasing?
I'm very excited for our next guest. In case you have not been in downtown LA, E3 is covered with Borderlands 3 art. It's amazing, it's beautiful. And joining me is the amazing and beautiful Paul Sage, creative director of Borderlands 3.
No. Come back.
I mean, there's been
Come back.
so
Stop.
much
Stop
hype around
replacing the fun
Borderlands 3. What's
stuff.
the stuff you're really excited to be sharing this year?
Get off the stage, Paul!
Oh, man, so, you know, we've talked about our Vault Hunters. Well, this time we get to talk about Mose. And she is our gunner Vault Hunter, so she has a big mech, so it's one of the things. All about loot. We're talking
somebody
about,
said that the Shenmue 3 game is no longer on Steam. They just...
Well, I mean, I want to
There's a demo for Valfaris. Oh,
Tell
really?
us everything you can about her.
Okay, yes, I'll tell you everything I can. So Mose, again, like I said, she's a mech pilot.
But they removed Shenmue from Steam?
Yeah. You know, we have multiple action skills, which means that she can equip either a minigun or a railgun or a flamethrower. You know, if you want to barbecue
somebody
your enemy,
said.
something
Oh,
like
is
that.
it one guy?
You know, yeah, Mose is a terrifically.
Man, I love this PC gaming crowd. This is probably actually my favorite. It's better than Bethesda. I mean, Doom was great to see, but there's a lot of cool shit that I like. I like this. I am not unhappy. There's been a lot of cool games.
A billion guns earlier, but what can you tell us about some of the other gear, the other progression?
It's almost like they don't have any jokes, and they're just like, here's games.
It's like one of my favorite things that we don't get to talk about a lot. So in the past, we've had
no
grenades,
bullshit.
They've had like one thing they can bounce,
Just,
they can stick.
Here's the
different
games.
things, you know. This time we're combining like all of those things. So for instance, the other day I was playing and I threw a grenade, and that grenade had a bounce.
Shenmue 3 is a confirmed Epic Store
and the grenade
exclusive.
would fire guns as it was going through, right? So
I'll play the demo. I'll play the demo tonight. I'll play the demo tonight. Valfaris. I'll do it. Oh no.
Shield where if you duck, that shield will extend out in front of you. You know. So
I thought they heard me.
Tons of different
I thought they heard me.
You know, with our characters, class mods are unique, and that they give you skills this time as well as enhancing the skills you currently have.
I also remember earlier you mentioned.
Hey, I think one of the rats from the Vermintide game got into the cables and started chewing on it.
Concentrated on like, hey, does the game feel fluid? Can I, slide into things? Can I jump? Can I land? Right. So when we were playing with that, we slid into a barrel, right, and the barrel exploded. And we're like, well, that's kind of fun. Yeah. So why don't we do something like that? So
I feel I'm just a fucking I'm a dick about this, but I don't care about Borderlands. It's one of those games that I see everybody loving, and I'm like, I love Borderlands. Was a joke. Haha.
Category questions unrelated to
love
category
it. I love Borderland.
Well,
I love it.
There's going to be a single-player campaign. What's going to be happening after the campaign? What are some of the beyond the single player?
I'll buy it, and so will my audience. Like,
okay, well, it's E3,
Choco Butt.
A little bit. So we have this thing what we call the
Choco Butt.
Played Borderlands before, you might remember Badass Ranks. Badass Ranks, you can get, it's
yes, my name is
kind of
Shit Ass.
Progression system that added to your stats. Yeah. We doubled down on that. We have what we call Guardian Ranks.
Oh no, the IRS is after us.
Has that infinite progression.
Did you know that bay in Norwegian is actually poop?
And the cool thing about
thought I'd let you know that. That's not a joke either.
That you play on that account gets the
me and Bay.
Oh, interesting.
Bay.
All right, last category we're going to go through, and then we're going to hit some rapid fire questions.
Joshi!
How do the boss fights in Borderlands 3 compare to Borderlands 1 and 2?
Shit's just got extreme. I know, dude.
How do you build upon that?
Right, so I think of a boss fight, like I'm an old school Nintendo fan, right? So I love huge boss fights that have like three phases and stuff like that. So now those people, smart people in the audience know that we've talked about going to vaults instead of vault. Right, and so there are different, like, huge boss encounters there.
It's still on Steam.
Multi-phase boss encounters. We have like a lot of different mini bosses throughout the game. So
the Kickstarter for Shenmue mentioned they are now Steam exclusive.
Now I want to ask some really quick questions that should be very brief. First from Castoray. How will you be handling multiplayer?
Fuck.
Multiplayer.
You know what sucks ass about this? I'm sorry, I want to talk about his advertisement here, but I fucking hate the fact that like Steam's games are always like very temporal. Like if Steam went down one day, you wouldn't get your games back. You would lose your entire library. Now that Epic is here, I don't think there's a future for Epic. I got to be honest. And one of these days, it's just gonna be like, sorry, we couldn't compete with Steam, so we got to shut it down. Sorry.
From Ironic Sanguine says,
you know what that means? Shenmue 3. If you buy it now on Epic, buy.
Yes. Nice. All right, I'm just going to blast through a couple more as fast as I possibly can. What's the level cap at launch?
50.
Will we get to see flak?
Yes.
Will we see golden keys and/or shift codes for Borderlands 3?
Absolutely.
Will there be duels?
Yes.
Other kinds of PvP?
Yes and no.
And also maybe. Perfect.
Maybe, yeah.
And will you be able to transfer weapons between your characters?
Absolutely, right from the start.
Perfect. And when is the damn game coming out?
Friday the 13th, 2019, September 13th.
Perfect.
Press F to respect the shark.
.com for more
information. Not in my fucking chat.
Thanks so much for joining me on stage.
John, thank you.
And once again, if you have not seen all the setups in downtown for Borderlands 3, they're beautiful. Our next game, we're going to be revisiting the guest that we saw earlier in the show. He's upstairs with Frankie. What you got for us?
Oh, hi, we're live. Sorry. Hello, I was just, I was actually testing out my outfit for this weekend. I don't know, what do you think, John?
I think you look really sharp, as always.
Very sharp. Well, thank you so much, John Gibson, president of Tripwire. Thank you for joining us again.
I hate laughing at stuff ironically, and then turns it over to laughter. I hate that shit.
Now, last year, we revealed Man-Eater to the world, and can you remind anyone who missed it what the game's all about?
Oh no, I think E3 this year has jumped the shark.
RPG, as we call it. You start as a small baby shark pup, and you have to survive in this harsh world and try to eat your way to the top of the ecosystem. The three words that we think sum the game up the best are eat, explore, and evolve. And we also have someone we'd like you to meet.
Well, let's meet him then. Let's take a look at the new trailer.
This is what I have, guys. Okay, no more cowbell. Ooh. I like this game.
Come any closer with that camera, we two gonna tussle.
I'm glad the Barbecue Pit Boys finally gets their own game. He's dead. That seagull with the cowbell is fucking dead.
Who was that appallingly dressed fisherman in the trailer? Because quite frankly, not even I would eat him.
That was Scaly Pete. And Scaly Pete's the villain in this tale. Pete is a best fisherman in the Gulf, the best shark fisherman, or he'll tell you he's the best shark fisherman. And he disfigures our baby shark at the beginning of the game and does some really nasty things. So he's not a very nice guy. And now the story of Maneater is told
game's
through the
great.
lens of a reality show called Shark Hunters versus Maneaters. And it follows Pete and the player shark.
What are you doing?
Its adventures. And it's a really, it's a very exciting way to tell a story.
And based on that trailer, to be honest, John, it looks like your main goal of the shark is
Fuck,
just
I was gonna put the shark in instead of this guy.
There is an awful lot of man-eating going on in this game. That is the name of the game. And but we'd like to think of the game as
Guys, finally, that Jaws game I played on PlayStation 2.
Like
guess what?
GTA if you were a shark. But
there are sharks in GTA.
If there is more to the game than just eating, so we spent a lot of time moving through the water, breaching out.
There reminds me a little bit of it, actually.
And adding abilities to go up on the beach for an afternoon snack. There's a lot
The
of
Doom
exciting
Eternal
things
is Epic exclusive. What the fuck are you guys saying? No.
How does that progression system
Stop lying. I know it's Bethesda.
So there's three facets to the Shark PG elements of the game.
Stop toying with me.
Growth, there's life phases.
These E3 conferences are enough to like give me diarrhea. You don't want me to have like
nutrients, people,
terror
whatever you can
diarrhea.
find. And that's kind of like your XP.
One guy.
That allows you to level up. Your shark will grow a little bit. You'll get more powerful. And then at key phases that we call life phases, you'll make a big jump. So let's say you're a brooding teenage shark and you're about to become an adult. When you become an adult, you take a big leap in size, a big leap in power and capability. And then as you reach these life phases, you unlock evolutions that can be applied to parts of the shark's body. For example, you could get metallic teeth that allow you to shred boats. Or a
Joe, Shenmue 3 has got delayed. Stop it.
Incredible heights.
Stop it.
Or you could get mutated lungs that allow you to spend a little more time on the beach.
Stop doing this to me.
Just really quickly, John, everyone's wanting to know this question. When's it coming out?
So we're really hard hammerheading away at this game and trying to make it the most awesome shark RPG ever. We're not ready to announce a date, but we're pretty certain you're going to see it before the next PC gaming
Guys,
show.
why do I like the PC conference so much? Like,
I'm going to have to start biting people. In fact, I'm quite hungry at the moment, so I think actually I'm going to find an audience member because you guys look tasty. So I'll see you in a bit. I'm just going to have a snack. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
The internet's gonna get weird with those comments, so you better shh.
Are you ready for maximum comfort? Are you ready to come like you've never done before? That's right. Introducing Chair 2. Wheels spinning more. Win more with Chair.
You know, one of the absolute best parts about being sponsored by iWin for the PC Gaming Show is that I get
It's the money! Confess! Confess, you bastard! I know you're fucking wanting the money! Stop selling me this crap!
Copies. And part of the reason why it's maintained such popularity is the fact that the developers Relogic continue to add content, going from 250 items at release to now over 4,000. Let's take a look at their penultimate expansion coming up, Terraria Journey's End.
Neato.
Minecraft.
Wow. I played Terraria with a friend, and I sucked so bad at it that I started crying. Because I kept getting killed by, like, enemies, mobs, on the surface level, and I found it really hard to play. Like, I expected this to be, haha, it's Minecraft, and it turned out to be a fucking really hardcore game. A lot of people... Oh no. Ooh, 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 no, 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 no. What? No, what?
The next title that we're going to be looking at...
They were whispering to each other.
...is a game that is the spiritual successor to Her Story. It's called Telling Lies by Annapurna
By
Interactive.
Joni Yes Papa.
Is game director
Bad
Sam
timing.
Barlow and actor-producer Logan.
I like the fact that I had to watch a Cher commercial, but fucking Terraria, something that's actually cool? No.
If you haven't played Her Story, you totally should. It's fantastic.
What the fuck was
I
that?
want to note, it is a game where you watch live interactive
Some dude was just
video
yelling in the back.
in order to uncover what happened with a murder. What is it that's going on in Telling Lies? What's the premise?
I think Keanu's back.
Like Her Story, Telling Lies is a game in which you watch video footage to piece together a story. And this time we have a woman who has stolen an NSA hard drive.
There's a motorcycle outside my window. Guys, listen.
Secretly recorded intimate and private conversations.
Guys,
between
I think they're here.
characters. Something has gone
Listen.
terribly wrong, and it's up to you to figure out what and why.
It's time to take a look at some of the gameplay
Todd?
mechanics and see Telling Lies
Todd?
in action. Let's take a look.
Todd? Oh no. There's a motorcycle right outside my window, and there's a biker guy on it. I gotta check this out, hang on.
Once upon a time.
It's late, I gotta get her in the bath. I don't love you and I don't miss you. You already know too much. It's late, I gotta get her in the bath. Love you.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, it was just coincidental.
Love you.
I've only ever been in love once. It was with a girl I met when I was 18, but I was too young and naive to handle it properly.
What is this game?
I guess I still carry a torch for it, which makes me an incurable romantic, or...
Guys, welcome back to Skype 2. Sorry, I was totally out. What is this? What is this? Get that? Telling Lies, Papa. Joni, Sugar.
Oh, Sam, I got some questions for you about what we
Yeah, I got some questions too.
Talk to me about the mechanics. I mean, I saw, subtitles up, highlighting, and it was loading more video footage. What's going on?
So what we do in...
Well, with Plumber Wears Ties too, we really want to go in a different direction here. All right, sorry.
So all that walking around in a 3D world.
Yeah.
And we apply that directly to the story, to the footage itself. So you're going to be scrubbing around in these clips, paying close attention, and you're going to be picking
Take
up
your damn clothes off!
names, people, places, and with that information, you're going to use that to find more clips, dig into those, and over time, kind of build up this picture of the story. And it's truly like an open world video game.
Well, I mean, a lot of times with open world video games, they talk about, the square kilometerage or miles in America. What's the sort of scope that we're talking about? Like, how many hours of footage is there?
So we got like over 10 hours of footage here. So
Wow.
it's a story that
We're gonna have
encompasses
another war.
2 years. What I wanted to do with this one was, like I said, really embrace this idea of it being an open world game. You are free to explore and follow your curiosity. Just lose yourself in this story, all the characters. It's this huge, messy, colorful story that we're trying to tell.
Well, I'm curious, Logan, as a performer in this kind of game, what is it like to actually try to have all the layers in there for each performance, also not knowing when a player is going to be seeing the specific footage you're performing?
Well, it's definitely a non-linear open world game, but our approach and Sam's approach was
I'm sorry, I can't stop thinking about those fucking, like,
we had to
those damn
understand
YouTube videos.
A to B. And so, for the most part, that's how we shot it. Obviously,
Telling
shooting a movie or
lies.
TV
No,
show. And in this case, a game, you're going to be shooting out of order. But we actually stayed pretty linear in how we approached the story. We went after it like all the other times we were actors. We just went after intention and then what do we want, and we tried to make it as deep.
What are these comments saying?
You know,
Terraria,
it's got a lot of
please.
scope.
Terraria never
But
ends.
we wanted to make it as deep as possible. and say
I
that
have
one of the best
so many
TV directors I've worked with,
good.
so it was very similar.
Nice.
Man,
look at you two.
Biker's back.
Now,
Biker's
of
back.
course, I do want to stress to any of you, if you have not played Her Story, it's quick to play through. It's absolutely brilliant. Please check it out in the meantime. But we're, of course, waiting to find out, when can we play Telling Lies?
Very soon. Very soon, I promise. We'll have a date soon. Right now, you can go to Steam. You can wishlist on Steam. We all love Steam. Yeah, very soon. We'll be showing a little bit more during E3, and the game will be out. Yeah, very soon.
Fantastic.
Desperate to get it out there.
Yeah.
And people to play it.
As soon as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Well, Sam Logan, thanks so much for joining me on stage. Once again, Telling Lies. Frankie's going to be talking to us about a game that my friends, year after year after year, keep telling me I have to play because of how much they've improved it. Frankie, what's going on with Warframe?
Well, one of my favorite parts of last year's show, aside from being upstaged by a giant duck, was getting a glimpse at the future of Warframe. And here with the latest look at the next expansion to the universe is Space Mum Rebecca Ford. So, chat, behave yourselves, please, because Mother's here. Now, Rebecca, what are we about to see?
We're going to take a look at an amazing trailer that our team has put together. A lot of our players have been waiting a year for a look at what we've been calling Railjack, so it's about time to, you know, see what we've been doing.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Wait, what was those like parental guidances? Wait, parental guidance for like in-game coins or something? What? Did I just imagine that? They had like a maturity rating, but they said like this game has Warframe points or something. What? I gotta check that again. What the fuck was that? Oh, are they legally bound to tell everybody they have like loot boxes now? Like it's like American law to say like, hey, this is a gambling game. Oh, interesting. I never knew that. So they have to be like, they have to be honest. It's premium currency. It's not loot box. Okay, because there was like a thing about that, like boxes in games. It was like
Rebecca, it must be so exciting to know that the fans have finally seen it, and you're clearly going all in on the epic space combat. So tell me about the new stuff that players are going to be able to experience.
I wasn't shaking before we started talking, and now I am because it's real. Because you know, Empyrean is what we're calling codename Railjack. It's basically taking the space ninja part of Warframe, sending it back up to space, bringing players that squad gameplay they know, taking the enemies like the Corpus and the Grineer, giving them their own Railjack to essentially explore the solar system with and take down the bad guys.
And when are fans going to get to see more?
Well, TennoCon is in London, Ontario. It's July 6th, and you can come watch it online on Twitch. We're going to be showing a lot more in our keynote for what Empyrean is going to be.
Well, today I'm getting a feel for the suit. So what's the deal with that sweet-looking Necros Prime? How do I get my Tenno arms into it?
I cannot say that on live television, but you know, there
it's
there
not
are
television,
ways.
it's the internet.
Watch, link your Warframe account to your Twitch account. If you watch 30 minutes of our Tenno live show, you can get it, but hopefully you stay for the whole hour.
Guys, I'm really hungry. I keep imagining eating spaghetti right now.
On July 6th.
Thank you.
Okay, now we've seen some amazing stuff today, but nothing quite so gloriously strange as our next game. Developed by Brooklyn-based studio Feral Cat Den, it's an existential-based jazz odyssey set during the Big Bang. Yeah, it's actually blown my mind learning about this one. Buckle up, everyone, because we're about to get bonkers with Genesis.
Bonkers! Okay. Bonkers. Is she just dabbing? Welcome to the Big Bang. What the? like jazz? Interesting. Jazz artsy games.
Genesis Noir, just beautiful, stylish art. The next game we're going to take a look at is the twist on the stealth genre. It's called El Hijo, where you play as a 6-year-old trying to escape a monastery and find your mother using toys and tricks to avoid monks. Let's take a look at this gorgeous spaghetti western inspired project.
I was just talking about spaghetti. They know. Fuck you. Can I still do jazz? Old Western jazz, everybody. My name's not Shankin. So it's a stealth game in the Western, huh? Neato. You know what this reminds me of? The sneaking element from Ocarina of Time in the courtyard before you meet Zelda. Biker's back. Biker's back. Oh god, hang on.
El Hijo, once again, is the title of the trailer we just saw. For our final guest tonight, please join me in welcoming from Larian Studios CEO Sven Vinke and from Dungeons and Dragons at Wizards of the Coast, the creative director.
Don't talk with that Swedish accent, or else I will flip my shit.
About Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Now this was only just recently announced. How did this partnership come about?
We went to see Wizards of the Coast at the end of Divinity Original Sin 1.
Yeah.
That was back in 2014. And I tried to convince them back then that they should...
You're not talking with a Swedish accent.
But we had a long chat about what the vision would be for the game. And then we kept on bumping into each other. And then suddenly in 2016, I get a phone call from Nathan Stewart, who's the big boss of Mike and the head of Dungeons and Dragons. He said, you need to come to Seattle right away. We're going to have dinner.
Watch the other guy talk with it.
And he had this big stack of paper with him.
Big stack of money, you mean?
On it was Baldur's Gate 3, and in it was pretty much everything that we talked about. And he said, I'm going to present this to my board. Do you still want to do it? I said, yeah, of course I still want to do it. And then a couple of weeks later, we started negotiating, and here we are.
I mean, what does the Baldur's Gate franchise mean to you, Mike?
Oh, to me, it's the crown jewel of D&D computer games, right? I mean, for me personally, Baldur's Gate, the original one, was finally I had the chance to actually play a D&D campaign rather than having to run them for all my friends. So it means so much to us. Baldur's Gate, it's such fantastic storytelling. And
Thailand
it's
accent.
So exciting to see it.
Nailed it.
To not only a new generation of gamers, but for the gamers who remember the 20 years it's been since the
It's from Belgium,
first two in the series. So it's incredibly exciting. And for us, it really is. It's such an important part of the D&D mythos as a whole.
And we got a chance to see the trailer. Talk to me about some of the story elements, the world elements. What are things we're going to see in Baldur's Gate 3?
Well, we're only talking about what's in the trailer right now.
You guys are so fucking mean right
You're
now.
going to go to the city, because we start with the city.
You guys are
we
really
start
mean.
outside of the city, actually.
All right.
There's going to be mind flayers. They're very nasty. You are seeing in the trailer the process of ceremorphosis, as we call it. It's accelerated, so that's not normal.
Yeah.
Listen,
and you're going to see
it's called Baldur's Gate, not Baldur's Gate. Shut up.
As far as we go.
I'm curious about some of the gameplay elements. Because
you guys are nasty.
Obviously, there's just been a big resurgence of Dungeons and Dragons,
mean
broadcasts on Twitch. I mean, how do you translate some of the insane things that players want to do into, what has to be a structured computer game?
So we started with the player handbook, which is basically the basic rule set of Dungeons and Dragons.
Which player handbook? Which edition?
5th edition. 5th edition.
Right. Yeah.
And
Was
so
4th edition
we ported,
the one that everybody hated? It had like too much World of Warcraft influence on the game or whatever. D&D questions for chat.
Tabletop game.
Yes. Did they scroll that back a little bit?
Those things, and then we had to add things on top of it because if you play tabletop, you have a game master and you say, well, I want to do this.
Yeah.
And then the
I
game
want to
master
start a fight with a pigeon, and he's like, okay, roll for dexterity.
Exactly. That's it. So we had to add systems to make that possible within the game. But we've gone very, very far.
Yeah, I mean, can you give an example of like a crazy
The best,
moment that a player might do?
I remember playing, the very little D&D I played was 3.5,
Well,
and people
I
say
could,
that's
let's
the
say,
best one,
again,
but whatever.
Because you ask a nasty question, I don't want to answer it. And I take the chair over there, I put it on fire, smash it on your head.
Don't do that.
Just as an example.
It's just an example. This is fine. We're just talking. We're just talking.
These are things that we have to put systems into the game for to do it, which are not necessarily going to be described inside of the book.
Interesting. And I mean, like, Mike, in terms of your role, speaking to Larian Studios, you have tons of data of all these things.
Hey now.
Sort of information that
Hey
you
now.
provide in a system.
Hey
What it
now.
comes down to is
Hey now.
you know, we think of Dungeons and Dragons, the universe of D&D. It's like a toy box for dungeon masters and players to go into and build their own stories. Working with Larry and working with Ben, a lot of it was just opening up that toy box and sharing it. And giving that kind of guidance, you know, like I remember one of our first meetings, we just laid out a map of Baldur's Gate.
Oh shit. We quickly Todd Sock Puppet more. Make more accounts.
Where do we want to go? What are the
Quick.
cool locations we always wanted to put in the game? Like this?
Quick.
And then in terms of the system support, you know, what does it mean
Why
in
isn't it
terms of the
working?
story for each character, for each
Why aren't they
character race,
buying?
character class, so that if you have your favorite class and it's in the game, you really feel like you're taking on that role that you love so much from the tabletop. It's really coming to life in an authentic way in Baldur's Gate 3.
And we're going to talk in a moment about, you know, Baldur's Gate 3 release dates and whatnot, but we have a second game that we want to talk about on a new technology known as pencil and paper. I understand that there is a tabletop prequel coming for Baldur's Gate.
Exactly.
What?
So in Baldur's Gate, we think there's one saga, all the different games coming together to tell one grand story of this city. So on September 17th, we're releasing
Am I the
our
only
next
one who
tabletop
really wishes for another
campaign,
Dark Alliance
Baldur's
game?
Gate, Descent into Avernus, and it
I'm
is
probably
the
the
next
only one.
chapter in the Baldur's Gate saga.
Fuck, I love
and it's
those
a
Baldur's
prequel
Gate
to
Dark
Baldur's
Alliance
Gate 3.
games. Fuck.
So if you haven't played a Baldur's Gate game since Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, this is your chance to check out on the history. It's been about 100 years since the events of Baldur's Gate 2.
Yeah.
So this will give you a chance to check in on the
Minsk and Boo is
what's
dead?
going on, its
No.
current state, who the movers and shakers are. We also feature a complete levels 1 to 13 campaign that takes you from the mean streets of Baldur's Gate to the depths of hell itself. And sort of pose to the players a question: Do you want to redeem Baldur's Gate or send it to damnation? So we're putting that right in players' hands to make that choice.
Well, I have to ask Sven, it's a question on a lot of people's minds. What can you talk to us about expected release timeframes?
So people have been waiting for it for a long time.
Yeah.
They're going to have to wait a little bit more when it's ready. This is the game that we want to play, so we want to make sure it's really, really good. And then when that's the case, then we'll release it.
Well, I know a lot of people have been waiting a long time. And I think I speak for a lot of people here when I say, take your time. If the Divinity Original Sin games are any indication of the quality, it's going to be fantastic and worth the wait. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me on stage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I don't know. I've heard a lot about work to wait, and it doesn't always
guys.
make it.
Why are they leaving? Well, it's because the PC Gaming Show has officially concluded. Let's bring up on the stage the fantastic Frankie Ward. Come here, Frankie.
Hello. Well, thank you so much, Sean. Hasn't this audience been absolutely fantastic today?
Guys, thank you so much for coming out to the 5th annual PC Gaming Show. We want to give an enormous thanks to all of you who tuned in live. We want to, of course, thank all of you who personally showed up this morning, and of course the sponsors who helped make this possible. Epic Game Store, iWin, Frontier, Funcom, Paradox,
Thank to our
Interactive,
partners.
Hovercast, Perfect World, Rebellion, Tripwire, and Samsung. As you know, PC Gaming is a platform. It's not a publisher or developer, so these sponsors are essential for letting us put on this show every year. Thank you so much.
So he was just confessing like, we don't have any money, so thank you so much, Coca-Cola.
Well, I do love a baby elephant, so definitely Planet Zoo, and slightly more awkwardly then I also want to eat things, maybe elephants included, so man-eater, of course.
I'm personally looking forward to Songs of Conquest, and as you heard, there's games coming out all across 2019 and into 2020. We hope you all have a fantastic E3. It officially begins tomorrow. Big shout out to all the other press conferences. Hello again, Drop Frames. Good to see you 2 years in a row. We hope you all have a fantastic time at E3.
You guys were behind my Drop Frames tonight?
Make some friends.
You guys
See you
knew?
next year. Bye.
Hey, you too. Hey! Fuckers! Well, fuck you! Okay, jokes aside, all that stuff, I gotta say, I really enjoyed the PC Gaming Conference. I did not have any, like, qualms with it, like, oh man, this is really embarrassing. I think what they did was great, and I think Frankie, whatever her name is, she's one of the very few, like, presentation people on this conference that's not, like, embarrassing to watch. It's just fun, you know. And, you know, they just showed off games. There's no pre-rendered cinematic stuff that I hate. It's just, here's games, here's when they release, here's where you can get them. It's just straightforward and totally honest, and I like that. And you know what I like too about what's his face, the presentation guy. That guy, he is straight up with shit. He's like, this looks like Gary's mod. This looks like this, and he's not like, I've never seen this Star Wars Dark Souls game. You know, it's like very, very honest, and I appreciate that. No bullshit. You know, it's like Nintendo. Nintendo does the same thing. Here's games. Here's when they release. Here's what you can expect. No fucking jerking around, you know. And I like that. But ton of cool games here. Really ton of cool games. You know, I'm really cynical about this stuff, but yeah, ton of stuff. Like, obviously Shenmue looked really good. The voice acting was hokey, which I love. It looked great, and with it being Epic Store or whatever, I think I'm just gonna do PlayStation 4 version instead. So yeah, absolutely, that was really, really cool to see. Shenmue getting a release date as well, so you know when I'm gonna stream it. First day release, absolutely. Which means I really gotta crank out more Shenmue streams. So absolutely, that's Shenmue. Valfaris, that fucking game looked really cool because obviously as a metal fan, I'm a big fan of that stuff. And Contra-esque gameplay, I like it. I really want to check that out. In fact, I think I'm going to be checking out the Valfaris demo tonight. Maybe Hardcore Friday? Hardcore Monday. Backers are mad it became an Epic exclusive. I'm gonna let them fucking do that. I did not back Shenmue because I'm a coward. I don't usually. The only game I ever kickstarted was the Shadowgate remake, and that was pretty much it. But yeah, so we have Valfaris. Shenmue look really cool. I like that space Dwarf Fortress thing. That's really hearing on E3 people say Dwarf Fortress is the most ridiculous thing. It's like someone is looking at the camera and going like, and by the way, Joel, here's a game for you. And I'm like, what? Whoa. Because, you know, not a lot of people are into Dwarf Fortress. And hearing like a main E3 conference say Dwarf Fortress is like, oh. So I will definitely be checking that out perhaps, you know. And fourth game I want to talk about is Planet Zoo. Planet Zoo, I love Planet Coaster. It's a great fucking game. And knowing that they're making a sort of tribute to Zoo Tycoon, which is a great game that I remember playing a lot back in the day. Really cool. I want to definitely check that out. I have nothing but cool things to say about that. That looked really nice. Really, really cool. By the way, the Dwarf Fortress game is called Starmancer, if you forgot. After that, I will say that Terraria 2, I guess I can give that a try. I never really did stream Terraria, but I have played it, and I got really beat down by it. Like, I was like, this game is really hard, you know? So, not Terraria 2. Well, you know, closest thing to it, Terraria 1.5, I guess. Yeah. But, yeah. Beyond that, I would say Baldur's Gate, interesting. I am a big Baldur's Gate fan. But I'm one of those assholes that, like, I really like Baldur's Gate, but those Dark Alliance games are my favorite. So I was secretly wishing, like, wow, you know. But, yeah, that's cool. I was so super surprised by it. Like, what the hell? Baldur's Gate 3? Like a main Baldur's Gate game? Really? Okay. And beyond that, I would say Vampire the Masquerade 2. That is also surprising. I knew about that, though, beforehand. But still, interesting that they're making, like, a proper sequel, and it looks good. And it's made by, you know, a pretty good developer. So yeah, cool. I guess for next 7 days of spooky games I'm doing for this year's Halloween, I maybe got to do another stream of that. Beyond that, what else was really cool that I liked? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna ask you guys. What did you like? What did you enjoy? Yeah, another Sniper Elite game, by the way. Warframe, Planet Zoo, Skype 2. Stop with those jokes. Well, Fairies. I enjoyed you, really. Terraria. A lot of people say Terraria. Hole 2. No, those jokes have stopped. Metal Contra. Okay. Prop Hunt. The Prop Hunt game. Yeah, that looked fun. Chris Tales. The Chair. The Cowboy. The Shark. You know what? Though that was so cheap that you're like, I'm gonna wear shark costume. But you know what? It fucking worked. It fucking worked. Cause like I couldn't remember that game if Frankie didn't, get devoured by a shark on stage. So, my God. Beyond that, I will say my 3 favorite things here right now is Shenmue 3 from this conference. Shenmue 3, Valfaris, and probably Planet Zoo. They also teased Evil Genius 2, or they showed it actually, so that's cool. I liked Evil Genius, but I wasn't like an extreme fan of it. I'm just like, oh, neat though. So, but overall, this PC conference thing, I was really happy with this. This wasn't an embarrassing thing to watch, and I joke around a lot with my trumpets and Todd jokes and all that, but like that's not me taking the piss out of it because I'm like bored or like angry at this. I'm just having fun. Yeah, this PC gaming conference was probably my favorite because even though Bethesda showed off Doom, which was really great to see, this was more consistent and it was more just overall entertaining, I would say. In fact, I would say Bethesda was a bit of an underwhelming disappointment. But beyond Todd going on stage and, memeing up a little bit, overall it was kind of like, meh. But PC gaming, this was just consistent and good. I enjoyed this, So, hey. Did you really mean you'll maybe try out Terraria? Maybe. I don't know. Monday. Limited run starts in Ubisoft conference in 1 hour. Play something. Oh God, I really want to eat something, guys. I'm starving. I woke up for this, and is the biker still there? I think he left. Because they know if I kept making jokes, knees dead. Okay. You don't want me to watch the next conference like I did with the Devolver thing, because the Devolver thing I was really tired, and I'm like, oh man. All right, well, tell you what. When is the next stream here, real quick?